G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Jason Pizzino here on the self-titled Jason Pizzino channel, where we talk about economics, crypto, lifestyle, design, and a bit of health, maybe some veganism in there, but predominantly our lifestyle design. We want crypto, we want to understand the economics, and we just want to have a fucking good time. So today's video, you'll see it's titled something to do with Trump being the best president that history may ever see. I'm not saying he's the best person, and I'm not saying he would be the best president history will ever see. What I'm referring to is to jump straight into the topic, and if you have been following the channel recently, I've been talking a lot about cycles and Phil Anderson, his work, and then also Homer Hoyt and Fred Harrison, and I'm not going to bore you with any other names that you can go and research. It's basically just got to do with the cycles. We're in a bull market cycle. Surprise, surprise. You've been following the channel and you hear me talk about that a lot. You're probably like, oh fuck, not another thing that you're relating the cycles to and something else that's popping up in the news or economics. But hear me out, I'll pop up some charts and whatnot so that you can see what I'm talking about. Essentially, we're talking about the bull market cycle that we have been in since around 2010, 2011. Stock markets have risen, property markets have risen after the big crashes that we saw at the GFC around 2008 was the main year that we saw a really big fall. We had that bottoming in 2009, and now we've seen the markets continue up. How many times return? They're all different, but they're all up more than double, some triple, quadruple. If we're looking at crypto, obviously those numbers are just staggering. Anyway, the point is, President Trump is in the White House now. This is the period of the cycle where people start to feel like there's not all the doom and gloom. We had a lot of doom and gloom, obviously, when shit's going down. Everything's going to shit. It's 2009, everyone's losing their jobs, their houses. Like, that's really, really troubling stuff. And Obama had the presidency at that time, and he had to carry us through that bullshit. But really, it's the cycles, and they will play out regardless of who is in the White House, and providing people don't make extreme, absurd decisions which we can hardly comprehend, even when we think that Trump's doing some really shit out stuff, or we're thinking Obama's doing some really bad stuff. I'm talking, they have to do stuff that is way out there that will just basically flip the entire system upside down. That's not going to happen. As much as we think that it will, the powers that be, the Illuminati, whoever, are not going to let that happen while we are running through a bull market. They're essentially, the politicians are like puppets anyway, so those guys in the background, they're going to be getting this stuff done the way they want it done. We're in a bull market. The energy of the place is still a bit uncertain for the majority, for the masses, but people in business, people investing in the stock market, the smart money, they're seeing huge gains since they bought in 2009, 2010. Even along the way, as we've seen a lot of dips, none of the dips have ever been so bad as the one we saw in 2008. So what I'm getting at with President Trump being the best president that history will ever see, up until this point anyway, is that he is carrying the total world economy through the best part of the real estate cycle and through the economic cycle that we are looking to see end in around mid to late 2020s. So if he's got his 8 years, which more than likely he'll probably carry through the next 4 years because, economy's good, people don't think there's a need for a change, as much as we really think there should be a change to do with, humanitarian rights or any other topics that are along those lines, that are along the liberal lines. That's not the major concern to talk about what we see in history as the best president. It's usually around economics. So this period from, let's say, I've got the charts, probably see them up here, the 2010s, 12s, somewhere around there, we've got around 18 years of good growth. So 2010, 18 years, that's around the cycle. 2026 to 2029 is where we'll see the end, and Trump is going to carry us through the good 8 years of that period, and he's probably going to finish in around 2025. That's 8 years from 2017. So I just want to put that video out there. It's going on record. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen, and that's what we will see play out. Unfortunately, whoever gets the presidency after Trump, he's carried the majority of the good stretch, and he will be remembered as the guy that did it, even though he is just there. He got himself the presidency, but he's just there through the good time of the economy. These good times will go on. It's just like seasons. It's like winter follows through to spring, to summer, to autumn. Regardless of who is there, this is going to happen in the economic cycle. Just wanted to repeat that. I don't think Trump is the best person in politics. I don't think he is the best person morally. But history will probably show us that he will be considered one of the best presidencies, and in my words, it's by default because he is carrying us through the best part of the economic cycle. So to the next person who takes office, if it's the same political party, then they're just going to pull that person down rather than the party, but that's just the way it goes. What do you think about the presidency? What do you think about the economic cycle and the climate that we're in at the moment and how things are being handled? And I'll leave it there for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you like the video, hit like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you at the next video. Check out the other videos on the list. It's got to do with cryptocurrencies and the cycle and all the good stuff. You'll see it down below. And I'll see you at the next video. So remember, until then, take it easy and peace out.